Welcome back to Basic Mathematics. In this video, whose title is Hiding Behind My Head, we're going to be talking about adding and subtracting decimal numbers. Without further ado, let me get my head out of the way and let's dive right in. First of all, the idea of decimal numbers is a way of hiding the fact that we're dealing with fractions. Right? A number like 123.457 we talked about how you can expand the numerals of what comes in a whole number. 123 is 100 plus 20 plus 3. In the digits that come after a decimal point, the same thing works, except instead of multiplying by tens, you're going to be dividing. So we get 4/10, we get 5/100, we get 7/1000. Sometimes it's difficult to hear the difference when you're talking about place value. That first digit bigger than 1 is the hundreds place. And the 5 digit smaller than 1 is in the hundredths place. Likewise, we have a tens place and a tenths place, a thousands place and a thousandths place, and so on. And so when you have a number which is written as a decimal, it's really easy to rewrite it as a fraction. You can take this piece by piece, or you can simplify. Finding a common denominator between 10, 100, and 1,000, we have 400 over 1,000. We have 50 over 1,000, and we have 7 over 1,000. So that's 457 over 1,000. And adding a whole number plus a fraction gives us a mixed number. It is not a coincidence here. The digits before the decimal point are the digits in front of the mixed number. The digits after the decimal point are the digits in the numerator of the mixed number. And there are as many zeros in the number in the denominator as there are digits after the decimal point, which is always where you want to count digits after the decimal point, not digits over here in the numerator, because we could do something like 12.075. The digits that come after the decimal point are 75, but there are still 3 of them. So that's 75 over 1,000. The one convenience of decimal numbers as compared to fractions is that you never have to deal with unlike fractions because it's always going to be over 10, over 100, or over 1,000, which are really easy to convert between. And so for that reason, if you want to add some decimal numbers, what you really want to do is make sure that like places add up, or like places match up. Here I have 37.42 plus 9.875. That's 37 and 42 hundredths plus 9 and 875 thousandths. Right? Hundredths and thousandths are not like, but it's really easy to turn those into like fractions. All we have to do is take that first one and multiply top and bottom by 10. Now that we know that that works, we're going to be lazy from here on out and simply immediately rewrite, putting extra zeros at the end of a number so that each of our decimal numbers has the same number of digits after the decimal point. That way, when we stack them up column-wise, the decimal points automatically line themselves up. When we add these numbers together, the decimal point is going to just fall right down, and we add column by column. 0 plus 5 is 5, 2 plus 7 is 9, 4 plus 8 is 12, we write the 2 and carry the 1, 1 plus 7 is 8, 8 plus 9 is 17, we write the 7 and carry the 1, 1 plus 3 is 4. 47.295, 47 and 295 thousandths. Subtraction works in much the same way. Here I have 38.25 minus 7.8. Again, I fill in an extra 0 so that everything has 2 digits after the decimal point, and the decimal points line themselves up quite nicely. Then I subtract. 5 minus 0 is 5. 2 minus 8 doesn't quite work, but I can always borrow. 12 minus 8 is 4. 6 minus 7, again, doesn't quite work, so I have to borrow. 16 minus 7 is 9. 2 minus nothing is 2. Decimal point drops straight down. I get 29.45, 29 and 45 hundredths.